Good morning, traders. Unfortunately, I don't have my full setup yet, so I will not be on camera. I'm trying to get that all worked out, but I am back. I'm back again, and we're going to look at this crazy market. HH has been holding it down on the framework fortune side of the media network, all the trading and stock market stuff. I have been busy moving and not sleeping since the launch of our crypto project, DLA DAO. Great success we're seeing there. Very, very happy with all that. But I cannot forget my stock market peeps. So we're going to see what's going on here. Looks like I don't even know what I'm on. Let me look at the... I got to clear out this list and everything. It's just nonsense. But we'll figure out what's happening here today. I know the NASDAQ has been crashing. If you've been following me, you shouldn't be surprised. Even without me streaming for a couple of weeks. You guys know I've been calling this for a very long time. And it's... I mean, you can see where we had that last rejection, and that was a clear rejection. I mean, it's a head and shoulders pattern. I already had it put out, but you know, there's nothing going on with the economy. It's absolutely trash. Maybe we hold around this 11.5 and try to bounce back up, but the more we get to the tip of this descending triangle, the more likely we're going to crack. However, guys, remember the last couple of times I was streaming, I was saying October is going to be a crazy month. And that seems that's going to hold true. There's a lot of stuff about to happen in October. So I don't know what's been happening with the low float stock market, or the low float trading, but you know, the low float trading's always a little bit different. You got things that'll pop and all that nonsense. Good morning, GD. How are you, my friend? It's been a while. You guys are welcome to, catch up with me on what's been going on. If you have any questions or stuff like that, I am not dead. The Framework Fortune channel is not going anywhere. We are just busy branching. We're growing more branches out of the big tree that we have built. Alright, so we know the NASDAQ is trash. Let me just go through this list real quick that I have and see. Okay, so these were some that I was keeping an eye on, but that one, that looks like trash. Take that off. BTCS. BTCS. This is a crypto play, and Ethereum has been crashing. Oh, what is this? Successful Ethereum merge expands BTCS rewards. Ah, you're well, GD. That's awesome. Glad to hear it. Let's see. What were we talking about? Our decision. Yeah, because they are validated for Ethereum. What did old Charles Allen say? What did our buddy say? Our decision is cure Ethereum's POS, proof of stake, beacon chain, blah, blah, blah. It's proof sound. The success of the merge, our conviction was, okay, so they're just talking about the greener and more ESG friendly chain. Now it's come to fruition. Let's see, not only will the merge dramatically increase our rewards, but it should also improve scalability, increase energy efficiency by 99%, and enhance the security of Ethereum's blockchain. Okay. Oh, this is actually an interesting article. Charles Allen's really good at speaking and making things kind of make sense, so I would highly recommend reading this if you are into those crypto stocks. Not a lot of volume, but the thing is, with that Ethereum merge, Ethereum's been crashing because they got to, come out with the ETH 2.0, I think. It should be what it is. But, like I said, if you guys been following PXS, okay, so that's popped out of that triangle. That's one of our shippers, and we're getting close to that. Well, actually, September halfway, close to almost over. Shippers could start heating up. That does look very, very interesting. Let me fix this real quick. Maybe not for a trade today, but PXS is one to definitely keep an eye on as we're getting into this fall. Gosh, I haven't been on my thick swim so long, I forgot how to do things. Oh yeah, okay. Here we go. Yeah, that's the problem. The problem I always have with all the extra bars. It's all good. But yeah, this was a beautiful breakout triangle. But we do have that 440 as a high and 450, of course, natural support and resistance, then $5. So there's still quite a bit of resistance ahead of it. But it is trying. Definitely one to, not doing a whole lot today, but one to keep an eye on. See, CTRM, it's another shipper. I'm going to leave this on the watch list. It has started trying to dip below this downtrend, or the uptrend, but we have support straight across. Yeah, let me put these to the side for a minute so we can look at the charts. I don't need these up at the moment. Right there. So we got the support about 125 from previous chart history, as well as the uptrend right in that area. So we'll see if that holds up. BIAF, this thing was one of those IPOs when they were hot. VRAX gave up everything and has died. No surprise there. FMTX, that's still not doing anything. That was one. Keep my eye on MARPS, oil play. Oil is down, but I really don't think it's going to go down much more. It's been bouncing around. Nerve, Nerve looks interesting. I don't know if I like it today. Actually, I'm gonna take Nerve off for now. If it pops up on a scanner, we'll keep an eye on it. BKT, another crypto play that's down. Again, most of the crypto plays in the stock market, they all have been focused on Ethereum. But if you've been following, you know how bullish I am on the Cosmos ecosystem. While the whole crypto market's been crashing, Cosmos Atom, Osmo, Evmos, Juno, which Juno is what blockchain we built DLA DAO on, they have been going bananas. Absolutely bananas. Everything has been crashing across all markets. And the only two things that have been holding up, silver and the Cosmos ecosystem. Alright, AEM, don't know why that was even on my watch list. INDO, that play hasn't done much since whatever. Now, gold has took a nasty drop, down to 1661, but precious metals guy, so I like seeing it down. I looked at the NQ. That's wheat and precious metals. Let's see, how did Apron do? Well, actually, let me remove some of this. Apron actually looks pretty interesting. Because we do have, it's been on this nice bull run, hit that new higher high, been building higher highs and higher lows. And right here, if it ends up holding up this higher low, I mean, we got the 200-day there, the 50-day there. The uptrend's not far below it. We've got support right across through here from this actually, we can draw it all the way back through here. That previous resistance is now holding as new support. So tons of support off of this little pullback on Apron. Apron just has to get, I mean, it just needs a little bounce and it could break that downtrend and start pushing back up again. I'm definitely going to keep that on watch. That's looking very nice. Wow, Smith & Wesson ate it. Whoa. You guys are going to have to deal with my reactions to some of these stocks. Holy crap. Okay. What's up, Donnell? Good morning, my friend. You thought I was going to start singing silver and gold? Well, see, that's the thing. Silver's holding up. When I looked at, hold on, let me pull up Trading View. Let's look over there real quick. Let me see here. Got a lot of things up. No, silver's a little bit down today. I mean, silver's not broke out yet. Well, it had a nice breakout before when we were talking about it, all the way up to that $30 area. But as I was saying, when the stock market drops, usually silver will pull back, and so will gold. But the pullback on silver, I mean, silver's still pretty bullish. What am I? Hold on, what am I on? Yeah, and you gotta look at the weekly chart or the monthly chart on silver to really see all this. But I mean, silver's not even close to the uptrend, and it's holding that area of support at the moment. It is right below the 250, but with silver that doesn't matter much. But still, it's holding right around that $20 compared to how everything else has dropped. It's still holding up pretty decently. That's what I'm saying. Gold's kind of a surprising drop, but it's only surprising because it's a lot harder of a drop than I was expecting off of gold. Let's see, we still got natural gas just going crazy. So this is what I'm saying why I don't think oil's going to come down much more, because natural gas is still just insane on this big uptrend. And oil as well. I mean, it had a rejection, but the overall chart, this does not look bearish at all. So that's why I keep hearing, several people saying that oil's going to keep coming down. I mean, it might, but not much more. Unless unless something changes. I don't see that happening. But anyway, let's start looking for some plays. It's about that time. I keep forgetting that I'm on Eastern time now. So we'll go ahead and drop Smith & Wesson off there. But that is one if you're a longer term person. You like weapons. It's weapon stocks. That could be one to watch. Let's see. NAT is another one of our shippers. Looking pretty bullish, like that PXS and the CTRM. And shippers are looking like they're, well, CTRM not quite looking bullish, but it'll follow. But PXS and NAT both looking very nice. NIO, that's not looking too bad. Big, oh boy. Okay. Let me point out this pattern on NIO real quick. Who knows what this pattern is? I'm about to point it out. Drop it in the chat real quick. Okay, man. You guys know what this is. We got, it's a inverse head and shoulders there. But this one shoulder is kind of extended way down here. But all NIO has to do is break that 200-day moving average to become back bullish. It just got rejected the first attempt, holding up to 50. Yeah, that's going to be a play to keep an eye on. It is a Chinese energy stock. Riot, we can take Riot off for now. Coinbase. Now, see, there's something different. Now, see, Coinbase is still uptrending, even though everything, the crypto market is crashing, or was crashing, besides the Cosmos ecosystem. Oh, and actually, if you're a Gods Unchained player and you didn't know, Gods token ripped 100% yesterday. It's up back around 50, 60 cents. Just for those, I know some of you are in here. If you haven't seen that yet. Okay, anyway, whatever, Coinbase. Hussa, this is, oh boy, look at this triangle on Hussa. Beautiful. So, this is definitely one to keep on watch this week. Mara, that's another one of those Ethereum validators. TMC, I don't like what I'm seeing there. Veru. So we got, what, 5 minutes till the market opens? Okay. Veru's another possible play. This one has been a play, on the watch list. Yeah, I traded it originally back here, just a small position, but this thing has been just giving money left and right. Every single bounce coming right back up. We'll see if that continues. That looks like trash. All right. And actually, I'm not even going to pull up any of these stocks, these low floats or whatever that we're going to look at until the market opens. It's one of those things I got to get used to. I was sitting there thinking that the market was already open, but because I'm an hour ahead now, then I'm used to, I moved to Eastern time zone from Central. I'm actually up for the pre-market. I just all right, so no worries. But you guys know usually I stream an hour after pre-market or after market open. So, but HH is having a business meeting, so I came in, do a stream here. We'll go for about an hour 30 minutes maybe if everything's popping. But if it's a slow market, we'll let it quiet down. I don't know what to expect right at this moment on the stock market, besides the overall downtrend. But I think we are building a strong case for the Feds to reverse course in October. Oh, I didn't even go. What is SDS? Oh, that's inverse ETF. Which inverses have been doing good. If you've been playing the inverses, Planet 13 has dropped. Let me go through here. Well, we got 2.5 minutes left. Because, see, most of my scanners don't even work pre-market. Because I don't care about pre-market. I got one low float scanner working there. That looks... What the hell? 29 million shares. Hold on. What's wrong with this chart? One of these charts is off. Let me go ahead and fix that. Because I just now realized I should be seeing pre-market on this bottom chart. And that's part of why I didn't realize it was pre-market. Like I said, it's been a while. I haven't been in the stock market at all this past couple of weeks, so I need to change that, that's for sure. That would definitely help. There we go, apply. Let's see if that, no, okay, that didn't change anything. So others, SNTI, that's died off yesterday, so nothing there. I don't think this is going to do anything either. That's why I don't like even looking at pre-market. But we'll have these scanners up, though. The good thing is, these scanners will be working really well here in just a few minutes. See, purple's up 40%. 90 million in shares. Let's see. Unsolicited, so they're going to acquire a company. Maybe. 56% premium. Ooh, I don't know if that's a good thing or not. They're paying quite a bit of premium on that. Oh, I'm reading this backwards. Okay, it's the other company that's acquiring purple. So they're acquiring purple for $4.35 a share. It's at $2.79. Interesting. This could be one to keep on watch if it gets volume. Right now we've got, it's got volume already in pre-market, 5 million something. I'm going to go ahead and put that on the list because normally these acquisitions are not close. However, we do got to keep in mind this acquisition is not guaranteed yet. Oh, see, I'm still not seeing the I need to fix this chart. Give me a second to fix this chart. We're starting to open up there. Yeah, because, see, I didn't see it was even gapped up. This chart down here is not right. Need my... Why is it not showing it then? Alright, well that's interesting. Well, never mind then. I didn't realize it was at $4. I need to get this pre-market on my bottom chart. Why are you not wanting to work? Let's see, at B-scan, that's another huge gap up. These huge gap ups, I don't know about all that. Especially right out of market open. Yeah, so now that I see this thing is gapped up so big, I thought it was still around 275. I don't like what I'm seeing there. Here, let's see. There's a mid float. Blue actually has a nice uptrend. A little bit long. I want to stick to the low floats. I don't want to even look at those. Let me pull up this Foxo Force. Ooh, Foxo looks interesting. This is a new IPO. It looks like crashed really hard from the IPO day, but looks like it's been bought up a little bit today, so that could be one to keep on watch. Foxo, where are you at? Let's see, how many shares? 16 million shares, so Foxo is low float. Why are you not showing up? Okay. Show studies. And again, I don't like this early morning. This first right away trading. Although Foxo on this level 2 is starting to test 450. Alright. I am not understanding why my settings are showing. This should be showing pre-market, but it's not. Show extended hour tradings. Yeah. See, it's checked right there. Show extended hours trading session. Highlight extended hours trading session. Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, I need to... Let me see this. Maybe this is start aggregation. Oh, that's what it is. That's what, here. Let's just do this. There we go. There we go. Now, let's see what we got. Okay. Now, if I go into a 15, we should be looking right. There we go. Now I can see pre-market. Okay, so wow, yeah, Foxo ripped early pre-market today all the way up to 1339, so it's selling off currently. Golly, that's volatile. Now let me take a look at purple. So yeah, purple's selling off real hard right now. And that makes sense. Too big of a gap up. SNTI, actually this doesn't look too bad on this 15 minute. Looking at it through pre-market, there is an uptrend. Let's see what the daily looks like. The daily doesn't look terrible either. It's got to break. It needs to break. What, let's see, we're holding 225 at the moment. 250, breaks 250, then it's got room. It's got room up to 3. This actually could be a decent play to keep an eye on. Let's see, throw SI and TI up there. 43 million in shares, not too bad. see, ALLK. That's been up. Wow, that's a nasty sell-off. Very little volume, but this could be a dead cat bounce. I'm gonna keep that on watch. That one I don't like. Foxo's still pushing up a little bit. You can see that daily chart candle. And right here, oh, we've already over that 450. So if you got in on the break of 450, you're already up 25 cents. Maybe, yeah. Testing 475 now, and it's going to run into $5 if it can hold 475. But you can see the bids have not moved up to 475. They're right around 468. So need to see 475 start holding on that. But if you did catch that on a quick scalp, nice job, because that was an easy 30 cents. Oh, SI and TI still going. I gotta fix this. It's driving me nuts. I need my candles filled. And I want my background, this grid off there. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're back to normal. Alright. I'm actually, because we're not even in a 15-minute candle yet, I'm going to just put this one up here on a 5-minute. And then let's go back to, let's actually go to an hour chart on the bottom one. There we go. Oh yeah, look at this. Yeah, look at that uptrend on SIT, and it already had that rip up to 3. Of course, this was through yesterday's after hours. Yeah, got a sharp downtrend. Yeah, 250 is the breakout point on that one. Purple still coming down. Foxo, look at Foxo, straight up to $5. Easy money, even right out of pre-market. This is just too big of a rip and too big of a sell-off to not have any buyers come in. Just look at this volume. We may get a break of $5 here. Let's watch and see. Oh, we're testing right now. Oh, wow. Starting to slice through it. Let's see. I expect a rejection this first test, but we do have on the 5-minute, this is a bullish engulfing candle almost. The bottom of the body should be a little bit lower, but up. So that, yep, we did get rejected off the first touch of 5. All the way back down to 450. So that's the thing you got to watch out for. But 470, it looks like it's trying to hold that 473 area. But I would rather, this is why I wait, is because I'd rather wait and see this, get this first rejection, and then maybe we make a U shape or an inverse head and shoulders back. And see right here, look at that. Nasty rejection, close to, and new low a day. So that's why I don't trade right out of pre-market. But that, if you did scalp that was easy money for that quick scalp. But now it's just looking bad. ALLK, this one is just going nuts, straight up. Well, let's see, what do they got for their news? Oh, what are they going up for? They have nothing but bad news. So they initiated phase 2B. They haven't finished it. They ain't done anything with it. They just started it. That doesn't mean anything. We got a few people who put the overweight rating up, whatever. Got some people downgrading it, but right here's the most scariest part. There's a $150 million underwritten offering of common stock. So with this thing going straight up, at any time they could drop that common offering possibly and in the stock's run. Be pretty sketchy. S&TI getting a little double top down at 5 minutes. Still running into this downtrend. It's not a bad looking play though. Just needs to break that 250, but slowly creeping up. About to make another high over this previous candle here on the 5-minute. There's another reason why I hate being right in the first hour of the market, because I gotta look at a 5-minute chart, and you guys know how much I hate 5-minute charts. Hey, Lori, how are you? It's been a while. Good evening to you. I'm doing very well. How about you? We could get a double top. Yeah, looks like it's. May try to double top there. Purple. So, I mean, they are buying this at, what was it, 4 something? Or trying to buy it, but again, I don't know if they are going to buy it. So, this could all be pumped just to get up to that 4 area to drop it. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to wait a little bit longer. Look at that. NAT. What I was just saying about shippers. 30-cent rip. So that must, let's see. PXS. Look at that. Beautiful. 15-cent pop-up. Got to break 14.20. Or 4.20, I'm sorry. But these shipper plays, it's been a while. It's been some years. If you've been following me for the last couple of years, around this time, I always get excited because shipper plays, well, actually, it's about 2 years in a row when I was day trading back in the day, and shipper plays from kind of this time now, midway September through the middle of December, just went ballistic, and it's starting to look like that same setup. So that's pretty exciting. Even CTRM, even the one, look at that bounce right off 128. Still not a lot of, not a big move, but it is following along with NAT and PXS. Ooh, a little another gap up there. Keep these on watch. Not just today, but PXS, NAT, CTRM, keep them on watch until midway through December. Even if I'm not around streaming or anything, have them on your watch list. Okay. Let's see, the Veru keep crashing. Ooh, Veru actually had a gap down. So that's even... need to see where that's going to land at. There's some support where it's kind of stopping that, but... What'd you catch, Lauren? You caught... What'd you catch at 14 cents? Oh, yes, I am in Tennessee now, Lori. Yes, I am. I made it down here safely. That's a long story. Oh, you got CTRM at 16-cent cost average, Lauren? Oh, you're sitting pretty then. You are sitting pretty. You're up $1.14 on this play. Very nice. Very, very nice. Alright, let's see what else we got popping up here that I haven't looked at. Wow. That's a volatile little play. It's a halted down. It is halted. Okay, this is a halt fest. Very low float. That 1 hour chart from pre-market. This is just insanity. $5 up to $25. Then came back down to 20. Then the next candle opened up here at 18. Shot up to 19. Then crashed all the way down to $8. Then on the next candle, it would have opened here, so it dropped down to $7.50, then shot all the way back up to $16.27. This is a crazy play. And it halted again. We'll keep an eye. It's up 169 cents or 169%, and it's a halt fest, so it's nothing I would want to be in. What else do we got here? That's a pretty big gap up. Oh, that's a lot higher shares. I don't care about that. MVCT, that doesn't look like anything good. SON, they must have had a reverse stock split. Yep, 1 for 14. That's a huge reverse stock split. SYRS, this looks like, yep, 1 for... I don't like nothing in this top 10 NASDAQ gainer list. Except SNTI. SNTI almost up to that 250. Look at this beautiful, beautiful move. Alright, now I can switch to a 15-minute candle. We actually got a 15-minute candle to look at. Now I feel better. Oh. We are starting to pop a little bit up out of That downtrend on SIT, well, we do have a double top at 275 right here. So there's going to be about 35 cents of resistance, or 35 cents before you run into resistance. Testing 250 now. Coming close to it, coming real close to it. Made a new high at 247. Getting rejected, so it's going to have to fight a little bit. Okay. SYR. Oh, yeah, I'm going to take those off. Okay. We have anything else popped up? SPH. That's crashing. Foxo's not doing anything else at the moment. Just had that one little pop up in the beginning. Rejection at that 5. But, again, I normally wouldn't even be looking yet. I wouldn't even be in the stock market. It'd be about 15 more minutes at least before I come in and look at the stock market. But we do have strong support, it looks like, at $3.75 and $4. So we could see it. We just kind of need to see some type of little U-shape, some type of little pattern showing buyers coming and pushing this up off of that support line. And we could see that try to test that 5 again. 425 is trying to hold us some support. Purple, possible play coming on purple here. This would be a bullish engulfing candle if we push over $4 here. Let's actually watch this. Let's see if it can break $4. SNTI still at that 245 area. Kind of approaching the 250. Alright, here we go. About to get this test of 4. Now we could get rejected at 4 and this could be a double top. What we need to see is a break of 4 for it to be a bullish engulfing. And then that pre-market high is at 418. So if it is a bullish engulfing and not a trap, then we need to see it actually break over 4. And get that run up to that 418 and make a new high a day. Got some buyers trying to come in there at 395. No, they just got taken out. Here we go. 390. Here we go. Here comes a test of 4. We just hit a new high of the day there. We didn't break it. I said new high a day on this. This should be, well, technically it would be a new high a day. It's still pre-market. Let's see. So if we get some 4s here, still got a lot of sellers at 399. They're getting taken out. 4 getting buttered through. Okay, we're starting to test 4 nicely, but that first hit was a nice hit. Took out a lot of sellers. So 1 rejection. Buyers still coming in. They need to hold it over 395 if they're going to keep trying to break this. 4 testing again. See if they get taken out. Struggling with this 4 area. See, I don't even know if I'd use these wicks for the uptrend. I might would do more like this. Yeah, because 388 is 390 is what needs to hold. Even if this gets rejected and loses 395, 390 has to hold. Looks like we may get a breakout. Let's give it just another. That was another test, and it failed quickly on that 4 tap. I thought it was about to slice through some of those sellers, but it didn't slice through any of them. Got a lot of indecision going on right here, this $4 area. But that high of day right there, that does look good. The body of this candle, though, has to close over the body of the red candle, or it's not a bullish engulfing. You see it's starting to get rejected and pulling back below the top of the body. And that's at 395, 396 area. So that's why I said we need to see 395 hold, excuse me, hold up. If this thing is going to try to retest, or it's going to try to break for right now. 395 did just hold up again. See, B scan, look at that, off of that. This is just going to be a nuts play. That's actually bouncing pretty strong, though. Off of 11 up to 1278 so far without getting halted. This is just going to be a sketchy play regardless. But break at 13, I don't know. Man, this thing is so volatile. Look at that 20-something cent spread. 30-something cent spread. Spreads are crazy on this. But it does look like it wants to try to retest 13, and it might here and try to have a break over 13 before it gets halted again, or whatever nonsense this thing's going to do. Let's see. Purple's still holding at 395. Oh, hold on. Purple's coming back up for another test of 4. Let's see. Oh, starting to get taken out of 4. Here we go. Here we go. Bid stacking over 4. Let's see if they can continue to stack. Boom. Beautiful. Beautiful. Up to 407. Little rejection is 405 area for the moment. We do want to see that get through there and get on up to 410. Like I said, if this thing is going to really break out and needs to, like if you was looking at this $4 break, right? You know, you got up to 418 of that pre-market high, and then if it breaks that pre-market high, that's when it could really get going. But now it just needs to hold above $4, looking pretty good. 405 getting taken out a little bit here at a time. We're just kind of bouncing around there at the 405. Need to get them out of there though. A little bit of selling pressure. Gotta hold 4. Buyer still coming in at 4. Very nice. Very nice. SNTI still hanging around. Not really getting that rejection off at 250, but I'm not liking what I'm seeing there at the moment. ALLK just still going straight up. With this common offering and all this bad, this is crazy. That's just nonsense. There we go. 405 starting to hold the bid all the way up to 410 here on purple. And we got a rejection at 410. 405 is 405 losing support. See, top of this body and pre-market, the screen candle on the hour is right there at that 410. So we got a little rejection there. We don't want it to turn into a big rejection, or this play could be over. B scan's still just all over the place. Still hasn't broke 13 yet, but it may get close. The fact it's right back up at it right here. Let's see. God, the spreads are crazy on this. It's not something I would market order into. Because if you market order in, I mean, and there's a 30-cent spread, you know, 12.54 to 12.80, you could get filled up at 12.80. You could get filled maybe down at 12.50. You could get filled at anywhere in between. You know, a little wick could shoot up. You get filled up maybe close to 13. So you kind of want to be careful. Use some limit orders if you're going to. Well, I would be if I was going to be looking to get in this crazy play. Purple's still holding, not looking too bad. Rejection at 250 there still. ALK looks like it's going to come up. It's about to test 6. We'll see if it breaks 6 here. But, I mean, if you're not in this already, you're late to the party. I mean, this has been going straight up. All the pre-market, straight out the gate here. There goes the break of 6. This is nonsense. A lot of selling at 6, though. And so that's one of them weird plays. Okay, purple's still looking good. Still, fighting with 405, but is still holding above 4. Does need to, let's see, what do we got? We got 3.5 minutes on this 15-minute candle to close. So, 3.5 minutes. This candle has to close above that red body. We're bullish engulfing right now, but if for some reason in the next 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes, this thing yanks back below $4 and ends up closing below that high of that previous red candle, we could see it give up. Let's see what the Nasdaq's doing at the moment. Nasdaq's having a little rebound. You can see on the hour chart running in the 50-day in this previous resistance from looks like last week, or a week before last maybe. Don't think we're gonna. Oh gosh, don't make me go on. Yeah, this is. Look at the top headline on the Nasdaq. Can the Fed tame inflation without further crushing the stock market? No. That's something I've been saying forever. That's not even possible. They cannot do both at the same time. It's not how it works. You can't offload your balance sheet and put money into the market at the same time. So that's not going to happen. Look at this nasty. Why? Why? Gosh, let me check this public offering. I just feel like people are going to get destroyed today because of this. Let me read this, though. Announced the pricing of 30 million shares at $5 per share. So we're way above what the offering price was. Investors who have agreed to purchase shares in the offering include Logo Capital, Alta Partners, Braidwell, a whole bunch of, big capital companies. Company expects to receive, so they are going to get $150 million. And okay, so this was not a public offering. This is actually a private offering to investors. So that is a difference. That's why this is running. But remember, those big guys got 30 million shares just now at $5, and this thing is at $6. So 30 million shares at $5 goes up $1. That's $30 million. That's $30 million. So all of them combined just made $30 million this morning already. So we gotta watch, because like I said, they could dump at any time. Like if this thing was to run to $10 or something crazy like that, and they're up $5 on 30 million, that's 150 million. Like, they're gonna sell. Everybody has a price. Purple. Ooh, did exactly what I was worried about, pulling back below that red candle. We got a minute left on that to close. Definitely want to see that push back up. SNCI coming down a little bit. Still looking pretty decent on NAT on the shipper. It shot straight up and really not getting pushed down at all. Got a little indecision on this 15-minute. So the next candle will decide whether or not this thing's going to break out some more. If we start to get a green candle over 340. Okay. Foxo's still holding on that support line. Nothing at the moment, but still holding. PXS, same thing as NAT. Not looking too bad here. NIO, nice bounce off of that support area from 1975. That's a whole dollar bounce. Guys, this is easy. This is easy stuff. If you're new, then it can be very daunting. But if you've been trading, for a long time, for a year, 6 months, something like that, you should be able to notice these support areas and these bounces. That's what H's strategy is right now, is looking for the ones that are crashing down the support, so he can be one of the buyers while the shorters are covering, and get these nice little pops. That was a nice dollar rip. And it looks, I didn't see the whole play out, but it looked like pretty easy money. I called it out right before in pre-market that this was a strong support area. Sketchy on purple. Oh, it's starting to go a little bullish though. If we break 410, it's going to depend. This next candle is going to decide what the next movement is. Gotta break back over 4. If it gets rejected at 4 here. Okay, nice. Buyers coming back over 4, stacking the bids. Still struggling though. That's a little sketchy. Still a little sketchy. Need to get over 4 because even if I redo this trend line on the hour chart and I do it like this, which I really don't want to, I don't like doing trend lines off of wicks because those wicks are such fast time periods. They're kind of irrelevant to the actual overall price action, right? Because when you're looking at an overall chart, like if you look at it on a long time frame, these wicks on the hour chart are not even going to show up on the daily chart. And I can show you that right now. You see, those wicks are nothing. So I don't like drawing my trend lines like that off of wicks. So, and again, the reason why is exactly what's happening. If you draw the trend line where I had it drawn off of the bottom of the bodies, you already know this is starting to go bearish, and we could see, shorters start to come in. But if you had your trend line drawn down here, you might still be in this thinking, it could just be a pullback, which it could. We do have support at 382 right there, the bottom of these two 15-minute candles, but oh, did B-Scan get hit? Oh, yeah, B-Scan's done. B-Scan looks real done. Downtrending, down on the day, on the actual open day, not the pre-market. So I don't think we're going to see anything out off of that. Looks like, no, it's still going. SNTI, oof, nasty rejection off of 250. Now we got a bearish candle following that indecision candle at a major resistance line. Still got the overall uptrend, but double top right there on the hour of these two candles, so that's a little sketchy. ALAK, you're just still doing stupid stuff. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Up 340. Beautiful green candle. Now, we're not getting a ton of volume yet, and we're only up, 9-10%, but I like that. And even though we're up 9-10%, this thing moved from 3 to 340. What's the most volume we got? We ain't even had 1 million in volume on a 15-minute candle yet. Let's see. Let me go on the daily chart. It may be shipping time. Oh boy, it may be shipping time. We break 350 and Nat may be off. We got to keep an eye on these shippers. Everything else is looking like crap. B-Scan going down. Purple still struggling. ALAK we know is pretty much nonsense and is a dump waiting to happen. But NAT, PXMD's not really doing anything. PXS, look at this little build up, starting to build up. The buying is coming in on these shippers. They ain't coming in nowhere else. Look at this little triangle. NIO coming down. CTRM, like I said, that one's not going to matter as much, as it's going to follow the bigger shippers. Everything else red. Oh, looks like the NASDAQ may be coming down. Yeah, oh boy. NASDAQ, this is not looking good. If we make a new low on the NASDAQ today, it's going to get real ugly. Ooh, do we have a Fed meeting today? Hold on a second. I know we have a federal. Okay. Yeah, so we do have this week. It is Wednesday. So I will be streaming Wednesday for sure. Well, maybe I might stream on Thursday. I don't know. We'll have to see. They're always never on time with their damn Fed meetings. But I definitely am going to be tearing Jerome Powell a new one. I ain't going to read. I'm not going to. Oh, I do want to read this. Bond market yield on the 10 U.S. Treasury note rose to 3 point. Oh, boy. The 2-year yield is more sensitive, rose to 3.9. So, yield and bond prices. Oh, boy. That's not good. The 3-year yields are going up, or the yields are going up. That's the interest rate the U.S. has to pay on their debt. So all their inflation shenanigans are starting to have to eat it. And here's why I say we're going to probably reverse course in October, because we know our government. They don't like to lose money. At least in their pockets. And if we can't pay back if we're paying higher interest payments on our 30 trillion in debt, and the Fed's paying higher interest payments on their 8 trillion in debt, ooh boy. Oh, look at there. The mighty dollar may be about to crack. You don't say. Meet Kevin and Graham Stephan and all these wannabe, even these people who are professional stock traders, just now coming out and saying the same shit that I've been saying for 2 years. 2 years, well, 3 years, 3 years. You guys are late. Housing recession shows no sign of abating. Guys, I may not be the best day trader out there. I may not be, the coolest person. I may not have the best hair. I may not have the best smile. But I got the receipts for everything I've said, and the real ones know. Anyway, just perfect play. Everything just falling perfectly into place. The worst year in U.S. history for the 640 portfolio. It's the worst year in history for any portfolio that's been long. Oh gosh, so I'm laughing at that, but I don't want to laugh because so many people have been hurt so far in this crash, and I don't want to be the guy who has to go, I told you so, you should have listened. And I don't want to be that. I just wanted people to listen because I did not want them to get hurt. I did not want people to lose their whole 401ks and everything because the government and the media was lying to them. It's something I've been saying the whole time. They're lying. The Feds is lying. Jerome Powell's full of shit. And there's hopefully some people out there heard my message and was able to save themselves. I know the day traders in here, you guys are all good because you guys are day trading and, HH has been holding down the fort and everything, but still, people out there, stop. If you're hearing me and you're new to this channel, stop watching people who do not know what they're talking about, which includes the whole mainstream media, these fake economists, all these big economists that are on the news, on CNN, on Fox Business, on all these places. They're being paid to tell you the opposite. It's the same scam. All of it's the same scam. Everybody's in it together except for us. We the people are not in on this party. George Carlin said it himself. It's one big happy club and we weren't invited. So shout out to one of the comedic goats, George Carlin, saying that, 30 years ago, 20-something years ago, being ahead of his time, seeing through all the BS. But I really, really hope, and I don't like to use the word hope, but I hope everybody is starting to realize what is going on. I mean, I don't know how much clearer it has to be at this point. But anyway. Ooh, yeah, that's looking very nice. Just still slowly building up that volume. B-scan. What'd I say? No, that's not the one that one's a trash can. I'm just going to take B-scan off. We knew that was a trash can. Purple still struggling with $4. Wonder why it's been sitting at $4 for so long. Remember, we just... Oh, no, that's not the one I'm thinking of. But still, it is sitting at $4 for a very long time. That's really starting to get sketchy. NAT just pushed up a little bit more. It looks like got a little wick up to almost that 345. We just got to break that 345. You can see all of this resistance. All these sellers sitting over here at 344. And it's probably going to be bigger at 345. And I would imagine, I don't know for sure, somebody can go check this, but I have an idea that the shippers probably have high short positions on them, which is why we may be seeing a lot of this pressure. shorters may be very skeptical of these shipper companies moving, and that's how it started. Those 2 years I was talking about, shorters did not think this was going to be any type of run, and shorters just got caught up in shipping short squeeze after shipping short squeeze after shipping short squeeze. I mean, these runs were not little runs. Top ships ran from $1.25, if I remember correctly, to like 15 or something like that. DCIX ran ballistic. Oh God, I always forget the one. There was one that just ran like $100 something. It was like $3 and ran to 100. So that's why I'm very, very interested in these plays every year around this time, because markets go in cycles. We've not seen these shipper pumps get hot in a very long time, few years. PXS, a little rejection there. Now, if the NASDAQ, looks like it did have a little rebound, but the NASDAQ starts crashing too hard, it could screw up everything. So I'm not seeing... Oh, speaking of tops, there's tops right there. It's up 0.29% on the day, down at 25 cents. And then most of these shippers are trash. Like, these are not something that you that you really want to look at as anything other than day trades or whatnot. Nothing that I would personally want to be in long term. But let's see, what is that? That's another rejection. I said that one's dead. Okay. LPTV, Loop Media, expected to uplist. They're expecting to uplist, but they also got to do a stock split. That's just going to be a mess until they get done with it. And then I want to see there. What's this SYRS? This is, oh God, this is how is that one? Okay, never mind. That's the one, another reverse stock split. Now, tops being right at a quarter. You can see just recently, last time it was over a quarter, it shot up to 29 cents. Oh, SNTI looks like it's dead. Purple. PXMD. Okay, that's nice. So you got a investor who has 63% stake in the company. Although if this thing rips, he could dump. But I'm just looking at this little U shape here from yesterday to today. It's about, well, it says 345, but it's about 350. Drop right there. That was support where it bounced off of. But if it can re-break 350, that can be a play. See, CFVI. CFVI does have a little uptrend off of that last big sell-off. Let's go ahead and remove it. Whoops. Let me see here. I got a lot of stuff to get to on the comments. Talking about some roaches. Got a salt gun. Very long play for me. No, don't do it. Don't do it, guys. I don't want, like I said, I don't want credit for being right. That's not what I was aiming for. I did not want to be right about none of this. Like I said, many people, I know people personally have already lost hundreds of thousands of dollars out of their 401ks because of this crash. And it was people that I told directly, hey, I'm getting out of the NASDAQ. Before, this was last year. I said, I'm getting completely out of the stock market. And like I said, I know people personally who's lost hundreds of thousands of dollars. So I don't want to be that. I don't want to sit here while people are getting hurt and say, I told you so. That's not what I want to do. That's not what I ever intended to do. All I've been trying to do is just help. So don't You don't have to boost it up and stuff. That I was right. You know. Hey, there's our good friend Austin, Reliable Rudy. Tough, you're getting. I'm getting credit for it. Deal with it, Guru. Deal with it, Guru, as DB would say. Yeah, I'd say DB in one life after their non-stop trash talking of how I was going to be wrong about all of this, the last 2 years. They're probably feeling a little salty right now. They could be in here watching, who knows? And if they are, I hope you guys are doing okay. It's been a while since I've talked to everybody, so. Look at that. Ooh, PXS starting to break out of that triangle. Possible push up over. Ooh, it's starting to feel like, I'm telling you, it's starting to feel like shipper market. ALK. Now again, ALK is the one where they could dump because they got 30 million shares, but maybe it's the fact it's got this little uptrend. It just needs to push. It's actually almost a bullish engulfing candle as it is from the previous candle. Oh, it is. Yeah, it is. See, the bottom of the green candle is below 580. We're already above that one. What a crazy play. I mean, it could keep running. There's no doubt. I mean, you look back here. There's a humongous gap to fill. This gap is 1150ish something. I don't know because I'm not going to scroll in that close. Up to 72. So this is why this morning I put it on the list because I saw the chart pattern. I was like, God, that could be a dead cat bounce. But with this common, or not even, it is a common offering, but it's to all those big investors. It could keep running, but just keep in mind they are making millions every dollar it runs, so that could be scary. Yeah, SNCI I've had on the watch list all morning. I mean, there's no news really. It does have, the good thing is I see what you're looking at. We have a huge double bottom on the daily chart. I mean, this was a big sell-off, and then this whole area held there as a bottom, and then we held here as a bottom somewhat. Hold on a second. Let me make sure. Yeah. So it did dip below there for a second, but has rebounded back. So, like in this type of volatile market, one day on the daily chart, even if it cracks or something, doesn't necessarily mean the play may be over. And that's what we're kind of seeing on SNTI. And it is coming back up to that, trying to get back up towards that 250, but we got this flat now after we've had some time for this to develop out. Besides the downtrend, we got a flat right here across most of these candles. Oh, wait a minute. It's going to pop back over 240. All that one's got to do is break 250, and it can start moving. Oh, I got to call, guys, real quick. I'll be right back. Give me just a couple of minutes. Don't you get me fired up on the frisk, Austin Rooster. Don't you get me fired up on the frisk. I'll be right back. trying to ease my way back into the stock market and streaming, and Rooster comes in here talking about the Frisk. The Frisk the Frisk will be unleashed soon. No worries. So, SNTI looking a little sketchy, pulling back below that previous red candle and that top right there. So saying these little flats getting rejected off the trend line, and these flats a little sketchy there. How's the NQ looking? Okay, NQ still looking horrible. Oh God, I'm not even gonna read through this news because all I'm gonna do is yell and scream. We'll do that later this week. I'm gonna hold it all in until Jerome Powell comes out with all his nonsense. Hey! Oh, sorry, my dogs were about to escape. I thought. Hold on, just a second. Give me just a second. Crazy dogs. Okay, sorry. try to get out of here. Okay, ALK is still holding on this trend line, close to that $6 on the daily, man. Phew, it looks beautiful on this daily. I just don't like that they've got so many shares they just bought. But it does look pretty good. NAT's still getting kind of rejected at that 345. So that's what I'm saying. They could start breaking out at any time. PXS, we just don't have the big volume yet, but we have light buying volume. We need to see the big volume. May not happen today at this point. Okay. So, if anybody has any questions or anything like that, if you want to go ahead and start getting those in, I'll probably give the stream about another 15 more minutes here. Please, the dogs have to go out. They're continuing to try to escape. But now they can't escape, so. But I gotta take them out. And plus, I gotta get to all the other things that we have going on right now in the Framework Fortune community. I will be doing some crypto live streams on the Framework Fortune crypto channel at some point this week, maybe later today, not sure, because there's so much going on. But I've not done anything on the crypto channel in more than 2 weeks. I think it's been a month on that channel, and a whole lot has transpired in the crypto area, not to mention me getting banned from multiple Gitcoin Twitter spaces the past week. That was a lot of fun. Had to go call out all the fake people in Web3 and trying to claim decentralization. But that's a whole nother rant. I might go on another. Well, actually, I'll be putting a video out on that. That's going to be one of those 1 to 5 star review videos for Gitcoin. They don't like to hear. Nobody wants to hear the truth. They ban you when you speak the truth. I'm surprised I'm still on YouTube at this point, honestly, but hey, whatever. As long as I got a platform somewhere, I am going to call out all the nonsense when I see it. Alright, so SNTI Still holding right here. Let's keep an eye on this for a minute. See, Austin, you got the 220 stop in. That makes sense. 220 is right there, right below these two candles. You know, you put it below this the first candle at like 218. That could, that would probably be a good crack sign. So 220, I don't know what your entry is, but that's pretty good. And it's pushing back up here. Let's see, we got a minute left on this 15-minute candle. Let's see what we have happen on this candle. If it starts to go bullish engulfing, or if it closes below the body of the red candle. Basically, we need to see it over 240 on this close. 30 seconds. NQ still holding in that 11.8, 11.9 area. It's actually pushed back up a little bit. Still red on the day, but just barely. It's like 0.16% down. But, we can always do this and look. Ooh, pretty mixed. Pretty mixed. A little balance of red and a little balance of green. See, ALK starting to kind of give up that area. It took a long time to break that $6. Yeah, 590s actually. They're holding up stronger than 6. It's not even, it had one pop over 6, had some rejections at 6, but 590 is where all the bodies of the candles are closing below, so this could be about to crack if it doesn't push back up in a second. So we didn't get the bullish engulfing candle, but we did open up higher. We're starting to get a little curl, a little bit of a U shape here. I think Austin may get this. Rooster. Oh, let's see if we're going to break 240 here. Very nice. Starting to cut through 241. Still a lot of selling at this area. It's got to break soon. We'll go ahead and close the downtrend. And this is perfect wedge, triangle, whatever you want to call this thing, but it's a triangle. 240's really losing. Oh, there we go. Another, 241 doesn't have much there. That's taken out. 242 coming up. Oh, even though they got taken out, them sellers still trying to hold it down. Let's see the NQ. Oof, boy, this NQ is looking rougher and rougher by the minute. We've got the bent fishing rod pattern going on here. There's your fishing rod, then there's your fishing line. You can feel them shorters, them sharks, they're tugging on the end of this fishing line. They're trying to take off with this rod. You start seeing this fishing rod bend over more, and that line starts going down. You know what that means. You know how to fish. So, okay, purple's cracked, new low. Nope, still didn't hit a new low yet, but did crack that trend line. Yeah, but the bottom of these candles, it's really got a rebound here. Well, that's going to come down. SNTI is looking like the best play at the moment. Ooh, I don't know. PXS still looking real good if it just gets buying volume. It's in a wedge, too. NIO not looking too bad. Possible U-shape here. It just needs to break these flats. 2064. These flat tops up here. Could be a U-shape. Not sure yet, because this could be a double top on this candle. Right, this candle here has to start pushing above the top of this green candle to make that a U-shape. All right, SNTI testing 240 again. Let's see if it's going to finally get this push. Oh, big buy and push just came in on 241. Let's see if this gets taken out. See, we're going to hit that. If we do start breaking here, we're going to hit 247 as high a day as resistance and 250 as resistance. So both of those got to break down too before this really can start going. But we have been making this little wedge here, and this is one of the better plays at the moment as far as pattern wise and price action wise. Oh, you got a 223 entry. Oh yeah, and you've already locked some out. Nice job, Austin. Rudy Rooster. He's got all his damn names. Yeah, rejection off of 240. Another wick thrown up there and getting pushed down. So this isn't quite ready to break out yet. It's kind of scary. Those big buyers that came in, we'll see. They got taken out pretty quick, and it looked like we were going to have momentum, but the fact that we got rejected already is a little sketchy. And of course, with the NASDAQ looking like it looks, traders in general right now are going to be on the edge of their seats. This is... It's still going sideways. We still don't have that fishing line pulled down yet. So it could push up. But it is getting real close. If it doesn't push up on this candle, I would say we're going to come back down on the NASDAQ. Yeah, purple's looking dead. ALK is still in there. Still hanging in there, just barely. Oh, actually, no, that candle's opened up. Let me blow this up. That candle's opened up above that flat. So we get a test of 6 here. ALK may try to have another breakout. And we're coming right up to this test of 6 now. It's looking really nice on this candle so far. Oh, bam, right through 6. Look at that. Let's see if it gets through this high right here. Got to see 6 start holding the bids. It was a nice first test, though. We went right through it. And we didn't get rejected hard. We barely even got rejected at all. See if 6 can hold the bid. Okay, 6 trying to stack still. Got a lot of selling pressure. And again, we got that 30 million shares of those investors that they just bought. But we're looking, look at here. Let's see if it's, oh boy. It's got a little resistance at 605. Okay, that got taken out. Bid stacking above. See if bids stay above 605 now. Now, see, still got to test that 605 area of support. We do have it holding as support for now, but it needs to continue to hold. Nope, lost it. Still over 6, so still, I mean, as long as we're over 6, it's fine, but needs to get up and break that high there, 612. SNCI still looking all right. Oh, purple's starting to push a little bit back up. Still not nothing to be excited about yet, but could be a possible play. PXS going sideways at the moment. All right, let's get back on ALK. So back below 6 again. So all these wicks, remember those investors got that 30 million shares this morning. And I'm thinking all these wicks is them selling, into this push. But they may not sell at once. They may be cutting some off in this area to let it try to run some more before they cut more off. We don't know exactly what they're doing, but there's a lot of selling pressure above here. PXS, that's starting to come back down at the moment. So shippers are quieting it back down. Just a little pre-market, little action, just a little action, which is what we want to see. We want to see them keep getting a little bit of action till one of them starts to break out. Let's see if ALLK can get it. While that's doing that, I'm actually going to look around real quick and see if we got anything else forming. Hussa holding up nicely at the end of this triangle. CTRM will double bottom there. Apron still holding on this $5 area. Want to see that continue to hold for a possible play tomorrow, maybe this afternoon. How's Varu looking? Yeah, Varu's back down at 200. Okay, still at 595. Everything. Let's see what a purple just come out with. Nothing to do with them. NAT. They've got random news too that has nothing to do with NAT. Let's see if we have anything else new that's popped up. Oh, interesting. What is going on here? So they had earnings a while back, but this thing just got... Oh, this is a dollar breakout play. That's why. This is a play to keep on watch. Getting volume randomly out of nowhere. I don't know. It's running in that 50-day right there. 13 million shares. I don't like it's already up 100%. You know, it's up 65 cents on a dollar stock. So, that's a big move for a dollar stock. I ain't seeing nothing else there in the low float. Let's see, B scan. That one we already have. Ping. Looks like trash. XPEV. Interesting little flag there, but running into the 10-day. AYA, I don't like that. Alright, so the only thing new that's popped up is that WBEV. Going to need to give that some time to figure out what it wants to do. Looks like it's it's halted at the moment to the downside. Well, it looks like to the downside, but it's still bullish looking. All right, SNTI coming back up, testing 240 again. ALK still holding right below 6. SNTI does have 43 million shares. Plus that... No, that's the wrong one. Okay. Yeah, they have 43 million shares. Looks like we're going to try to pop back over 240 right now. A lot of sellers stacking on that 240 area. There they go. Now the buyers are starting to come in and take them out. Slowly cutting through 240, all those sellers. PXMD cracked that uptrend, so that's done. NIO still looking real nice, This U shape starting to form, or not starting to form, but getting close to finishing. Basically, like a 20. I would say 2075, and NIO could start running. Okay, SNCI, alrighty here. SNCI back over 240. ALK is real close to that 6 again. NQ's pushing up more, so NQ's on the green on the day, so buyers are going to start feeling a little bit more comfortable if the NASDAQ starts pushing. Oh, nope, shh, don't bark. Hey, hey, hey. Well, actually, oh, look at that rip. Whoa, what a rip out of nowhere. Golly, that thing shot up to 270 and then just destroyed everybody. I don't know if you got out of that, Rudy, but on that, unless you're still taking your dogs out. Oh my gosh, that was ugly. This is the thing with the downtrending NASDAQ, and why I've said for the last couple of months, I've been trying to make the point. The penny stocks, they still are beholden to the NASDAQ. These stocks are not anything but people trading pieces of paper. Well, that's how it used to be. But this is nothing but numbers on a screen people are trading, right? So it's the people, and if everybody's scared to death because the NASDAQ is, dying like it has been all year at this point, everybody's getting nervous now because everybody's saying the market's going to keep crashing and stuff. The sentiment of traders, whether they're day traders in the low float penny stocks, all around the market, it's going to be affecting the people. That's the point about the NASDAQ and having the effect even on the penny stocks. The one thing we cannot forget is we are trading people. These stocks are, these candles, it's nothing but what people are buying and selling. That's all it is. So if everybody's nervous about the economy, then everybody's nervous about the economy. If they're not, they're not. And the NQ, it is pushing now, but that first, what was that? Yeah, pretty much the whole beginning of the market after that rip, we've seen all these penny stocks trying to consolidate. Now the NASDAQ is ripping. Look, ALAK starting to push up. SNTI had its push, but it's done. I mean, that it should have kept breaking out. That right there was a short trap. Maybe it can try to come, or not a short trap, but a bull trap. Maybe it can come back up, but yeah, I mean, that was the rip. So, like Rudy there got in at 220. If he was able to lock some of that out on that quick pop, or the rest of his play out on that quick pop, then he did good. You had a market order get triggered at 238. Is that a market order to sell or a market order to buy more? If you put a market order in to buy more, we're going to have a talk. I hope that was a sell order. Okay. Okay, seems like it was a sell order. All right, man, don't worry about it. You locked out. If you locked some out at 238, that spike was so quick. You would have had to have your finger on this trigger, ready to pull the trigger for that spike to sell it. That was not, it was looking good, and then all of a sudden, blah, blah. But that's the thing with the low floats and the penny stocks. Sometimes these technical analysis patterns, they'll lie to you. And that's true for all stocks or anything that can be charted on a candlestick, which is everything. Sometimes they'll lie. Sometimes the technical analysis will lie to you. That's why you got to kind of, technical analysis is definitely one thing that I'm big on. But let me put it this way. Here's a little metaphor. If you're a mechanic, right, the analysis, the technical analysis of that motor. So most cases, you can go in and fix that car. However, there are cases where stuff is not the way it seems. And you're a mechanic, you got to get up under there and get dirty sometimes and pull the whole motor and engine out, to try to actually find the problem. Even though you may be the best at analyzing the build and the make of the engine, it doesn't necessarily mean that every time you're going to find the problem or notice the problem, right? And then again, it's people. It's people. That's the biggest thing. It's people. So if your mechanic is drunk and is trying to fix the engine, he's definitely not going to probably fix it the way it's supposed to, even if he's the best, even if he's the number one best at looking at a motor and telling every single part. If he's drunk, because he's a person, that changes everything, right? So that's the same thing in the stock market. People. These are people trading these stocks. There are bots, but the bots were programmed by people. So that's the biggest thing you got to realize. No matter what is going on, no matter what the technical analysis shows, got to keep that in the back of your head, that people are not always predictable. If that was the case, the World Econ Forum would have already, done the whole Great Reset and everything. So yeah, SNCI is looking dead for the moment. I mean, it still could move. ALK is just sliding up this trend line, which is pretty nice. But it's just struggling to really do much. Could break out, at any time. It is over 6. But just again, remember the peoples. The peoples who bought this $150 million of common stock. These people paid $5 a share. So right now, overall, they're up $130 million. Or not $130 million, but they're up $30 million. Right? Right now. Combined with all of them, those people are up $30 million. So as this continues to rise, like I said, every dollar push up, those people who's got those 30 million shares, they're going to want to sell. That's the thing with people. There's always a price. Even the best people, even the nuns can lie and say that there's no price, but there's a price. There's always a price. Ooh, NAT starting to push back up a little bit. We do have a bit of a head and shoulders possibly on this, so do be aware of that. This could be a shoulder. This would be your head. Come on. And then this would be your other shoulder. So if that is the case, then we're going to probably see a red candle down here soon to complete that head and shoulders. If it's a head and shoulders, it still could push up and try to break 350. Now, if it breaks 350, this will no longer be a head and shoulders, but at the moment, it does look that way. WBEV, that's pulled back. You can kind of start to draw a trend line and maybe keep an eye on that trend line. But, again, it got rejected. I don't even want to. I'm taking this off the watch list. I don't even like this. Because below that 50-day, it's already got rejected at the 50-day right here. So it's bearish overall. And at the moment, purple and ALK are looking like better plays. Possibly NAT if that's not a head and shoulders. Take a PXEMD off. That just went to trash. Kind of that same head and shoulders pattern here on PXS too. Head, shoulder, possible another shoulder, but we do have, now that I've had some more time for the 15-minute to play out, we can draw a possible uptrend here as if this candle holds. 7 minutes left on. And this could be I was about to say, it could be a bounce off the trend line, but there it goes, already bouncing off the trend line. Beat me to it. which means that net, a little sketchy there. All right, ALK just hit a new high a day, so let's see if got hit a new high a day, just barely over that previous high, but got pushed all the way back down to 605. So that's that selling pressure still. I think those big buyers from that common offering are selling into these rips. It only makes, I mean, what do we do as traders? Just like Rudy said, he was cutting. He was in 220 on SNTI, and he was cutting at 240. Well, those people are no different, right? They're going to be cutting. They may not cut at all, but they're going to be cutting, and it's just what it looks like to me. They keep selling into these rips. And they may not want to sell all of it. So, if they stop selling into the rips, then that thing could let loose. NIO still not breaking out, but very, very close to making a move one way or the other. Look at that. ALK back under 6 again. So this is that sketchiness. So this has been, 5 candles in a row, 15-minute candles. So over an hour that we've been just smashing into $6. Alright, SNCI is starting to give up a little bit there. NQ tried to push, but you look on the daily chart, we're still not looking good. Look at that. Let me pull this up here. Got rejected off the bottom of yesterday's candle. And the day before's candle, which would be last week. But right through here, look at this rejection that's happening. Even though on the 15-minute chart, the NASDAQ's not looking bad. We look on the longer time frame. This is horrible looking. This is lower lows. And we are getting rejected at previous lower low support. Very bearish looking sign. You can see, look at it starting to reject on the 15-minute now. Now, if it can break that, that's over 12,000. The NASDAQ could start to push up again. But again, we don't really have any reason for it to. Now, I will say this. Okay, let me point this out. Hey, there's HH. Let's see. You call 140 as a dump spot? Yeah. Yeah, it's happening on a lot of these plays. This is what I was kind of talking about. Like, a lot of these plays look like they're trying to break out. And SNTI was one of those that looked really good until it did that move. But if you were in there like Rooster was, you did make some money on it. But if you got in late, if you tried to market order in or something looking for that breakout, unless you pulled that trigger really fast to get out, you probably got destroyed there. Yeah, purple ALK coming back down. Oof, okay. Yeah, it looks like everything, PXS still holding up. And just needs to break over that, what is that, 420, that previous candle high there. And then, of course, 425 is going to be more resistance. So we got a resistance zone on PXS. But that's where I want to be looking over the next couple of days to see if it can break that. Yeah, NQ's starting to get rejected. Recession fears, dollar strength takes toll. The dollar's not strong though, and that's what I've been saying. Like, it's showing on and this goes back again to the people and how technical analysis and everything works. Like, the dollar is showing strength. The dollar has been going up. But that would mean your purchasing power of the dollar would be going up. That you would be able to buy more groceries, buy more gas. Those prices should be cheaper. However, they are not. I just went grocery shopping down in Tennessee yesterday. We are cheaper than Wisconsin was, but the prices are still up. Right? So, that direct I want to say hypocrisy, but that's a human term. I don't want to put it. I don't want to put that term on the Nasdaq, or the dollar. But the disconnect between the dollar chart and the reality of the actual dollar is a huge disconnect, which should be a clear sign, and should have been a clear sign, that there's some problems going on. All right. Yeah, I figured you already had locked in on the green trade, so nice job, Rudy, getting that in there. While everything was, high. What was PRPL? I don't even that being on my. Oh, that's that other one. Got a little downtrend there. I don't know what that's probably a pre-market triangle I drew there. Oh, I think I know why pre-market wasn't showing earlier. Okay, I feel really dumb now. I'm not even gonna call it. I'll call it out. Oof, ALK just got destroyed. This is what I was talking about. Them people who bought them 30 million shares. They just made $30 million off of this rip. They're going to lock out some of that money. Just put yourself in the same position and put yourself in their shoes. If you just, you were 6 big companies and y'all just got this stock at 30 million shares or whatever at $5, you're going to be locking out that $30 million move right there. That's what was making me nervous about it. Okay, the whole entire time. So I kept saying, I don't know. I don't like that they have those shares. But the shipper companies, ooh boy, they're still holding up. Yeah, we'll have to see what the rest of the week brings. H, are you streaming tomorrow or do you got a meeting? Because I don't plan on streaming again this week until after the Fed meeting. Number one, because I'm not trading in this market right now, with as crazy it is. And number two, I think we're going to see a very interesting Fed meeting. Yeah, that's a good point, H. Good point. Adding to the play with weak or no catalysts, you might as well give them your shoes. You're not even gonna run the fade for the shoes. You might just well hand them over and walk away. Just walk away barefoot. Give them your socks too. Walk away stepping on glass, cutting your feet. Yeah, I like that metaphor, H. I was able to expand on that. Very nice. Good job. But yeah. Alright, guys. I'm going to call it a day. We are over than what I was planning on going, but it has been a while, so, I'm glad to be back. I'm not fully back yet on the Framework Fortune channels, but I am back enough to where you guys will be seeing me again, at least throughout. Well, maybe not seeing me, as I'm still trying to get everything set up for my old setup, but you'll at least be hearing me, and I'll be doing some live streams. I'll be around. I'm back around now. I gotta get things eased down with moving, and then we gotta get this DLA DAO ready to start destroying the whole internet of Web3, because we are so far ahead of everybody else on what we're doing there. It is unbelievable how far ahead we are, and how successful the DAO has been after the first month of launch. 30% gain on asset treasuries. Shout out to Reliable Rudy there, as he's the dev asset management team lead dev for that. 30% gain in a crypto bear market. Meanwhile, at the same time, all of our community of players who's been lending out the NFTs at zero cost up front and doing the lended percentages, they are making more money than the DAO is. We have people from South America, we have people from the Philippines, we have people from Japan, we have people from Canada. Our DAO is providing opportunities to people around the world who may not have the best financial situations to make money off of play to earn crypto games. We are changing the world. But that's all I'm going to say about that for now. I appreciate everybody joining me as always, and glad to see a pretty good turnout this morning for it being a while of me streaming. But I will be back this week. I will be back ready to tear Jerome Powell a new one, as I usually am. But, one more thing before I go. I want to say this about all of these news headlines that are now lining up with everything I've been saying. If my prediction of the Fed's reversing course in October and starting to do quantitative easing again, money printing, QE, they start to buy back into the stock market. If I am correct on that prediction, everybody yelling the market is going to crash now instead of back when I was yelling it, and all this mainstream media we are seeing, if they reverse course like I've been saying, then the market is going to go back up. So if everybody else is late and my prediction is correct, we're going to see everybody wrong once again, and we're going to see the market rebound from the Fed's reversing course. I'm still sticking to that prediction, and I'll have an even better picture of that when I'm able to analyze Jerome Powell's body movements and all his psychological. He has a terrible poker face. If you play poker, and if you was to play poker with Jerome Powell and you were halfway decent at poker, you could bluff every turn and just tear him up. Like, he sweats, he scratches his ears, he moves his glasses, he stares down at the papers when he's real nervous, he shakes. There's so many different tells that he has as a person, because he's lying. He's been lying. That's how I know he's lying, because he has no poker face whatsoever. He's terrible at it. But when the mainstream media starts to line up with what my predictions have been, and they're this late, then usually it's going to be the opposite. So that's why, this is building that case for my prediction of October being a course reversal, and we start to see the market come back up from Fed pushing. So just be wary of that. I'm still bearish, but in the short time, the Feds have done enough. They've sold off enough of their balance sheet to where they could try to print some more money. They could do some more quantitative easing and hold the market back up again right before the midterm elections. So we'll see what happens, but just keep all that in mind. Alright guys, I'm out of here. Appreciate you joining as always. Stay safe out there. Until